Welcome back. Now, we promised you a special interview with a legendary person who's given so much to the beautifully South African game as a player, as a coach, as a club owner, also on the international stage. That, of course, is the Honorable Dr. Jomo Sono. Dr. Sono, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. And in the interest of time, let's get straight to the first question. Your love for the game, where did it begin?
I think the love for the game began in my mother's womb.
That early?
Yeah, that early, because I've been in football ever since, from the age of 8, if I may remember. And the love of football, to be honest, also started with my father, because my father used to play for Pirates. And then my uncle also played for Pirates. I played for Pirates. So it's something which has been in the family all these years. It's been football and football and football.
Now, it's interesting that you mentioned your family members, past family members in Orlando Pirates, whom, of course, you also represented and are very much renowned as a star player for the club in your days. When you did start playing professionally, was it always going to be Pirates? Or maybe I should ask you differently. Why Pirates for you?
No, I didn't choose Pirates. I didn't choose Pirates. I was selling, Orlando Stadium, and Pirates was playing. I was very young. And they were short. Under 16 of Pirates were short of players. And they asked me to come in and play because they were short. And I said, okay, I'll help you. If you buy a tray for my apples, then I'll play. And I played. And it was unbelievable. It was packed at the stadium. If I recall, they were playing Roca Swallows. And we were playing against Orlando Happy Stars, very popular team in those years. And I came on and I scored 2 goals. And because there was a big crowd, and everybody started knowing that the boy who scored 2 goals is Skara's son. And
yes.
Skara was very popular. He was a captain of Pirates.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it all started from you selling
apples, yeah.
Apples and saying, if you buy my apples, I'll...
At the stadium, yeah.
Now, obviously, you went
I was a bargainer.
Yeah, it's clearly. From a young stage, you're a businessman, man. And obviously, you went from playing, I don't even know if I can call that humble beginnings, but let's call it that, to playing with great players. And by great players, I'm talking the greatest in the world. Pele comes to mind. What then, if I may ask you, is the difference between what we would deem a good player like Mzansi locally and a great player on that stage globally?
To be honest, I was very, very lucky, and thanks to God, that I managed to go overseas at a tender age. I mean, I went to Portugal, I was 17, to go and play for Sporting Lisboa. And they saw me playing in Portugal. And at the later stage, when they started the new league in America, they came and they took me from South Africa because they were looking for players from each and every country in the world. Yeah. And I was lucky that I was chosen as one of the players to go there. It could have been anybody, And I always say to my players that the bridge of of footballers, is too narrow. There's 6 million who are trying to cross that bridge, and not all of us will be able to cross the bridge. There are those who are lucky, there are those who work hard, and there are those who are more skillful than anybody, but they can't go through that bridge because they say it's very small.
Now, clearly there were lots of lessons learned in your time, even going abroad, from a footballing point of view and a business point of view as well. You came back as a player who now wanted to own his own club and be a club owner. Where does that idea come from?
It started when I was on a plane coming back home from New York. And next to me, I was seated to one of the Colonel Sanders's people. And we're just chatting about South Africa, politics, racism, and so forth. And we ended up discussing our business. And he told me that, no, they're looking to open a franchise in the Black Townships. And I said, I wouldn't be interested, because I think I'm black enough.
Yeah.
So we had a chat, and I ended up opening the first KFC in Soweto. Mm-hmm. And I started studying about how to own a football club. Because in all honesty, the idea was to own Pirates.
Oh.
That's where it started from. And the supporters wanted me to own Pirates. But now the problem was that there was me, Banda, Mashawa. All three wanted to own Pirates. So we were divided. So in the end, I had a chat with the late 60 Mali. I said that because we as players, we can't own Pirates, because during that time, Pirates was a mess. Pirates was a mess during that time. How we survived playing for Pirates, I don't know. Pirates was really a mess.
Yeah, I have to ask you now, because you've also coached on the international stage as well. How far have we come as a footballing nation on the continent, internationally, as well as club football? When you look at also a coach like Rulani, who, for a young South African coach, has reinvented the game in his own way and is taking it far. And it seems right now he's going to take it even further. Just from a coaching point of view, Peter's done the same. How far have we come?
I think we've gone far, to be honest. Compared to where we come from. Yes, we're 96, 98, we were doing well. 2002, we're doing well. And then we had that slump.
Yes.
A very bad slump.
Yeah.
We slump and slump. But now, since we have managed to export our coaches, it's not only Pitso, no Rulani, there's the boy Fadlu.
Mm-hmm. He's also, David as well, yes.
He's also doing well. So I think that generation emerge. It is good to see this generation going out of the country to go and coach outside the country, because in future, I can tell you now, it's them who will coach the national team. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yes.
With their experience. It all depends in Dabazemali, if South Africa can they afford these guys.
Sure.
These guys, they talk millions. We'll send a million. It's not going to be easy.
Well, Dr. Sono, I'd like to firstly say sadly we've run out of time, but thank you for your time to join us here on GameOn. Thank you for your contribution to the game as a player, a coach, a club owner, and just a lover of the beautifully South African game. And, we are always grateful that you're still around and we still learn from you, Bob. Siyabonga.
Thank you very much. But uzibhize zonke mara usho ukuthi bus driver,
kid manager.
Thank you.
Okay.